All right, and we're live. We're a little bit behind schedule, but we're here. We got the abundant as fuck hat on. A little messy. I'm a little behind schedule, but we're here, and I'm grateful for that. So today's topic, I want to wait for a few people to come in, and we'll talk about it. But I think gratitude is a perfect topic for today, being that it's the Monday before Thanksgiving. We have 4 days. Uh, what was it? 4 days? All three basically now, but it's basically Thanksgiving time and kind of carrying on the theme that we were talking about last week. Me and Gary did a live together and we talked about the holiday season, how basically people don't always carry on uh, that holiday mentality, which is a very a positive thing. And speak of Gary, there he is. Um, yeah, the point that we were making last week is in this holiday season, you get this really good aesthetic feeling. You feel abundant as fuck. You feel thankful. You feel like connected with your friends and family. Even minus the SP stuff. If there's no specific person with you at the moment, you still have your friends and your family. They're inviting you out. I mean, today there's a friend who's been there for me at some of the darkest times, and it's been hard to keep up with them. Just on that's my fault that's happened. So I'm grateful today after this live stream. Me and him are going to be going either live together or filming together over on. It's either going to be on Flex or Muscular Mystic, but I'll share it with you guys if you're interested in seeing that. It'll be another little bonus live. Um, and while we do the housekeeping of live streams, we had a really cool Discord exclusive live last week. It started out where it was like we're just testing the waters. We had it open to everybody by mistake, and I was like, you know what, everything happens for a reason, so we left it open to everybody, and just so everyone could see how it was. We started out with just bullshitting, hanging out, and we went live. We were live for like 3 hours, and it was, Gary was there, Connor was there. We've got clips. We're going to post up the clips from there. Just if you guys would like to be involved in those discussions, to be able to see that. So I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful for this holiday spirit that we've got going on. The mouse is dying, but you know what? Everything's working out in our favor. Close that window. There we go. Now I can see things a little bit better. Um, yeah, so I want to keep on this trend, this topic, and I didn't realize we signed up at the perfect time, or we set up that last live at the perfect time because 1 week later we're at Thanksgiving and we're talking about the power of gratitude. And remember, if you have not written out your mini manifestation list, we're now, what is this, probably 5 weeks till Christmas and New Year's. Not to please wait as we try to reconnect you. Oh, the chat got disconnected. So if you guys were writing something, write it in there. I guess it disconnected. That's weird. But we said we're going to practice a little bit of a time crunch. Nothing to throw your mind off, but let's write out your mini manifestations, little things that you believe can happen that doesn't seem that far-fetched, but there's really no evidence that it's going to happen right now. That's going to build your confidence. And it's not like, oh, I'm doing this to get this that will get me the specific person or that will get me the money later. No, practice something small. Oh, do you think $100 is not really realistic to get, but something you could do? Okay, write $100 on there. What's up, brother? Big blessings to you as well. I just mentioned you as well. Look at that. See, everything you mentioned comes to fruition right away. I mentioned Gary. I mentioned Connor. I mentioned the great live we had over on Discord the other day. There they are. It's funny. Here's a little mini manifestation. I say I always get gifts. That's one of my affirmations and my mini manifestations. I was over with CTB. What's up, brother? You were there as well. I'm glad to see you guys are all over here. We're going to set up to do our other live this week. Don't know if it's going to be tonight. I'm thinking more tomorrow because, like I said, I'm going to reconnect with my friend and making time. There's my friend right now. Look how fast this is going. The pirate is the guy who I'm probably going to meet up with later. Peace to the gods and the earth who the words who bond. There you go. Word is bond. Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. I have not made enough time to hang out with him, and it's like, okay, you got to change your priorities around sometimes, and that's what I'm doing. And we'll either be live or pre-recording on Flex or Muscular Mystic. So check out both pages if you're interested and you want more of this face around. So that's what I've got going on. And it's like I'm always grateful for every little thing that happens. So it's like, okay, my thing is my manifestation schedule is you wake up in the morning. I'm grateful for every obvious thing that we take for granted. So I run through those and then I slip into things that I want that I know that are not here at the moment. But when you're going through it, like, oh, I'm thankful I could see. It's like when you just in that quick flash of a second, I'm thankful I could see. You realize without sight how bad life would be, and that you have it. Wow, that's cool. So then you're in that mode of like, oh, I could walk. Man, if I couldn't walk, that would be a really big problem for me. It'd be an inconvenience. So then you go through all these little things. I got shelter. Yeah, if I was homeless, it's fucking 30 degrees outside. I get to be warm for these 15 minutes while I get up to go to work. I don't want to go drive an hour, but I get to sit in a car instead of sitting on the bus. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of us have done that before. Sitting on the bus sucks balls, especially in the wintertime, because you're not really sitting, you're standing. So you're going through all this gratitude, and then it's like, if the specific person's your goal, it's like, oh, I'm so thankful she's in bed or he's in bed. Okay, cool. I got to go do what I have to do. And it's just a real quick thing. It's like you're grateful for it, drop it. Grateful for it, drop it. And those are real things. Like if you're grateful for something, you're grateful, and you're not going to sit there, wow, I'm so, oh my goodness, oh. No, realistically, we're not doing that. We're just, oh, I'm grateful for this, boom. Like, a friend that me and Pirate went to high school with reached out to me the other day. It's like, I was grateful for that. That was actually a mini manifestation. I wrote down that I would hear from a couple people from high school. Pirate started what's it called? He started a group chat with the one guy that I had in my mind, and boom, that's a specific person manifestation. We had a conversation. Another friend reached out to me because of something that reminded him of Pirate. So it's like through that way, it's not, you might give it the credit to, oh, so he's manifesting. No, it's just like you're associating with it, and it's like, oh, I want to reconnect with that old high school group of friends. Boom, that stuff comes in. So I'm grateful for that. To desire is to have. Yes, sir. That's it. We're desiring it. And why do we desire it? Because it's already ours. It's something we want. So we're envisioning it, we're embodying it, and we're being grateful for it before it happens. There you go, little mixer. I'm glad to hear that. So there's some gratitude right there. Got your new SP, and you're not going to be obsessive anymore. You're thankful that your mind is set up right, and you're not obsessing, and you're thankful that for your new SP, where you're never going to be in those positions again. And make sure all the lessons that you wanted to learn, that you learned and you feel good about. Bro, what's up? It's good to see you. No, I was meant to get back to your comments, Sicario. I saw him, like, I love that. I want to make the muscular mystic the same way you got Sicario written there. I've been seeing people's profiles like that. I got to look up how to do that. Because muscular mystic, and that would be pretty cool. And then I just posted a video over there. It should be up right now. It was the one that Josh recommended it. Josh recommended a video to make the other day, which was on appearance changes. And then I had actually a comment that I just responded to. We're asking for, is it possible in your mid-20s to manifest height? And it's like, well, I've done that. So, yeah. And then I put the link to the video. But that video is on Muscular Mystic. I'll be making some videos for this channel this week. So I'm grateful that I'm making these videos. I'm grateful you guys are all still here. I'm grateful to hear a little mix of success. I'm grateful for, for Connor and CTB and Gary for joining this one and the other one. And I'm grateful for Sicario for being back. I haven't seen you in a minute, brother. No, good. Thank you for the reminder, Gary. I got carried away trying to make a point on stuff, but I do have a cigar. I'm down to my final 4 cigars. Hey, I'm grateful. It's a reason to go to the cigar lounge. That's good, little mixer. Yeah, and we don't want to carry on. That's another thing to go with the, you said you gave forgiveness, and that's important too. Forgiveness in this time, that's kind of a Christmas theme as well. It's like forgiveness, love, unconditional love, letting things go. Where does it serve you to have resentment, anger, and wishing something bad towards somebody else? Those are opposite. You wouldn't want that on you. And not going to talk about the whole karma thing, but it's like, it's not really that. It's just like you being in that mode or that mood of like anger and hate does nothing but bring that back to you. So when you're in the gratitude state, here's the reason for the gratitude. You're in the gratitude state. You're going to have more reasons to be grateful because you're embodying gratitude. You're embodying abundance. So that's my point. I've gone back to my old ways of reading the comments a little bit today just because I wanted to see where everybody is. I'm seeing we got a lot of traffic going on here, so I'm glad to see it. In the dark place right now, bro? Well, that's hold on. I missed some of your questions. I'm good, brother. No, I'm glad to see you. And everything is possible. I manifested my D bigger. There you go. Yeah. And it looks like it disconnected the chat again. Hopefully YouTube can get that going. Oh, there it goes. It says it's connected again. But yeah, I talk about that in the video too, about manifesting a bigger Johnson. And I had a success story from a client who she manifested some bigger Chi-Chis. So that was really cool to see those stories and cool to live the one. So I'm glad to hear that. And he said, even though you're in a dark place, well, let's be thankful right now. Okay, you're part of the Manifesting family. You got a good conversation going. We're going to have reasons to be grateful today. At a certain point during this, I may have to run downstairs and go pick up the meals. There were some scheduling conflicts today, but there's no problems, only solutions, and only ways to learn from things. Lighting up a shisha in a second. There you go. I knew that died out last week. There we go. There you go, a little mixer. Yes, this entire SP journey and the entire journey of manifesting in life is an inner journey. It's all about yourself and working on yourself and becoming the best version of yourself that makes you happy. The other person is just, it can't put it another way. The other person is a cherry on top of your life because you choose that that's the person you want to be with and you choose that makes you happy. But it's not because it's them. It's because it's you. You're choosing to be happy. You assign that value. It's like me wanting to go in a bodybuilding competition. I've assigned value to that competition. And then if I wanted to win it, which, I mean, obviously everybody wants to win. So you want to win that competition. Why is it to the rest of the world? Nobody cares, but the 15 people or whatever that are there, that means everything. 15 people assign that value. Everyone else it doesn't have value to. But the same way somebody else has like, oh, winning a painting contest or something, it's the same thing as the bodybuilding show. It's like they've assigned value, or the same thing with a specific person. So it's like everybody else can look at that specific person and be like, that ain't shit. But to you, you've assigned a value to it. So the whole thing is realizing that the value that is assigned to it is something that you did. The power, everything came from within you. So even them being on a pedestal or something came from you. Exactly, Sicario. Yeah, it's easy when you wake up and you just put it in your mind. It's just like, because you're so tired. Another time, it's a little bit of a hack. Don't go out and get yourself a cold or drain yourself of sleep like I've done at times. But when you're tired or you're sick or something, and your only focus is on in that moment getting better or just staying awake, when you're going through your affirmations or visualizing something, it's like, kind of like the same thing where it's like, thankful for my car. Yeah, I know there's a car and I know I got to go downstairs to it. Getting out of bed tired. Yeah, I'm thankful as peace in the bed. Like, I'm too tired. I know I can't do nothing with her because I got to go somewhere else. And it's the thing about keeping a busy schedule and an abundant life is you don't have time to worry about all these other like what if and this and then let yourself spiral. You're busy focused on your goals and your ambitions and yourself. Exactly, Connor. I mean, easier, like we say, easier said than done, but truly the easiest way is how would you feel if this, that, or the other was true right now? How would you feel? And it's like really, like I always say, these techniques are just tools to help you get into a state. Writing it down and scripting it into this whole thing is just something to help you feel like it's already done. Yes, Sicario, that's the thing. It's like worrying about like, oh, is this person manifesting you or are you manifesting them? We talked about this, I think, a couple weeks ago in a video or in a live stream with somebody else, or maybe it was on the Discord. But the point was somebody was coming to the conclusion, oh, was I manifesting them or were they manifesting me? And it's like the chicken or the egg thing. But where my answer to that question is, what can you draw the most power out of? Because I always draw a lot of power, and it deserves a video of its own. But the affirmation that was really a big breakthrough for me was what I desire desires me. Because I desire SP, she desires me. Because I desire this money desires me. Because I desire abundance, it desires me. Because whatever you desire desires you. So you get in that loop. Well, it's manifesting me. Now you could draw power from that. It's like, man, this is manifesting me. And the only reason I feel attached to it is because it's manifesting me. Now you could sit back. It's like, there's nothing for me to do. I'm here when that's ready to come around. Like when that person, in your case, when that person realizes that she's ready for me, cool, I'm here, but I don't need it. My life is good no matter what. And I was giving that as an example earlier today, and I don't know why, but I said it as like a little bit of the Nacho Libre thing. It's like, my life is good, but instead of like the whole negative thing that he goes through, you just do a positive thing. It's like, my life is good. I have a car to go to work. I have a house so I don't get wet in the cold rain. So you just go through with that. Nacho Libre, yeah. It is funny as fuck. So I mean, that's my point, is that everything that you're up against, good, bad, or indifferent, assign a positive, good meaning to it. So if it's good, keep it good. If it's bad, flip the script. If it's neutral, it's like find a way that, in a way, just leans a little bit more positive, because you are what you feel. You manifest who you are and what you are. It's a cliche. I talked about this in the Discord too. If it's a cliche for a reason. It's been around for a long time. So, there's a truth to it. And let's see, hold on. This is probably the meals. Yeah, definitely going to wind up walking out in the middle of this live stream, so you guys will have to chat amongst yourselves. Oh, it'll be about 30 minutes. Or I'll have them leave it in the lobby. See what can be worked out. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. That's awesome, bro. I was gonna say zombie taker 99. I recognize, like, usually I recognize everybody's names. So when we're in here and it's like I get their names in the stories. I might not be good at math, and I might not be the best at memorizing my stand-up comedy or acting lines, but I do got a pretty good photographic memory when it comes to the people on the channel and who's in the chat and stuff like that. So I'm glad that the videos made an impact, and I thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it, and hope you stick around. That's pretty much how your story went. What, the same as zombies? Oh, your stream? No, I don't recognize you from your stream. I'm just saying, now that you're in here, it will stick out in my mind because I'm having a conversation with you. But at the same time, let me offer you some advice on the situation. Like I just said, we manifest what we are and what we're in the state of being and having. So right there, you were saying that you're in a state of no contact with your woman because she's not actively texting you right now. My girlfriend is not texting me right now. So does that mean I'm in no contact? That just means we're not speaking. I'm supposed to hang out with Pirate later, but we haven't texted each other earlier. So are we in no contact? Like, when is no contact, no contact? And it's kind of like an arbitrary thing. It might sound like it's stupid, but the point is you're assigning it the value. So whereas, like, I haven't heard from my girlfriend since before, what's it called? She went to the gym earlier. I was supposed to meet her, but I had some tamales for breakfast, and the pre-workout and the tamales didn't get along too well. So I had to cancel our workout. I haven't talked to her since then. I won't call that no contact. That's just a couple hours now. And now I get it. A no contact situation could be weeks or days or whatever. But I see somebody in the chat, see a couple people in the chat who went a long time with no contact, and then boom, we're working together, and boom, they got contact. Like, and there's still bridges unfolding, but that story inspired me. It's like, holy shit, like, you work with other people, and then boom, look at, like, so put yourself in that state of mind. Don't let not having contact be dictated where it's like, because now there's a connotation that you're in the state of, oh, we're in no contact, and the connotation, subconscious belief of that is she doesn't want to speak to me, and indicates something's wrong. And now you're in the state of, we're in no contact and I have to get out of no contact. So you're putting yourself in a circumstance where it's like, yes, you could acknowledge, like, you're not going to go around the world like, yeah, we've talked yesterday, and oh yeah, or come in the chat and lie about it and be like, yes, we're in constant communication. It's not going to be those particular things, but in your heart and your soul, it's going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to have this inner conversation, which I posted a video on. I don't know if you've seen it yet, But last week, I believe I posted the one in Inner Conversation. If you want to speak to them, you can have that contact instantly and just sit there and have that whole talk. Oh, playing and listening at the same time. There you go. Nice. Exactly. Yeah, Gary, that's a good way to put it too. It's based on that and not the time elapsed. Not to focus on the time elapsed. Don't focus on the problems. Focus on the solutions. More in the friend zone. I used to read everything out, guys, but I'm kind of reading it to myself instead of narrating the whole thing. I usually like to read them out, so in the rewatch. But let's see. But because you're new, I usually always spend some time with people working with them. So let me see. Reading a quick abbreviation. Basically, a friend zone sends you hearts and emojis like those, which I miss more. And she would say stuff like, "Hey, love," or telling people in group chats. It's like this. In addition, third party as well. Apparently, well, there's a mini manifestation you could write right there too. I'm seeing about she's going to be spending time with an SP in January, so no, or no, a third party. There you go. All right, I'm gonna read one more part of it, and then I'm gonna answer your take all this. In my heart every night, waking up in the same position every morning. Any tips? Yeah, let me give you let's work through this right now. So you gotta be looking at the positives. Okay, and I remember this. I got stuck in like after so many of these breakups. Like if you watch my story, and like I know you said you're relatively new to the channel, we were together apart 5 times. Then I got thrown in the friend zone when she came back around one of the times, and I'm like, bro, this is bullshit. And it was the hardest thing. You're fucking sitting there on the floor, blankets covered up, watching movies together, and you go to put your arm around her, and it's like there's the hot and cold behavior. And like, no, nothing's gonna happen. And it's like, man, she's sitting there looking good, double caked up on a Sunday or Saturday, whatever day we'll be hanging out, and I can't touch. And it's like, damn, this sucks balls. And then possible third party, which I believe there was at the time. So it's like, god damn, all these breakups and stuff, and we're still hanging out like this. So the friend zone is theoretically the hardest thing to break out of, right? And because it feels more impossible. And the reason is I always say being blocked is a blessing because you're writing the story in that time, right? The time away, like whatever you're imagining, that's what's true, right? So you're writing the script. This thing is you got an actor on your script role, what does it say? Improving the whole time, and you're trying to work your script around that improv now. So here's where you got to change. Like I said, change everything. Every thought that comes in your head doesn't have to be where you're telling everybody, oh, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. No, just to yourself. So you see the hearts and stuff. Well, that's something your girlfriend would send you, right? It's like, man, Sheila, like, how would you feel? Like Connor just said up there. How would you feel if you already have this? If you already had your desire and that's your girlfriend and she sent you those hearts, how does that make you feel? So you see those and you hear about this stuff in the group chat. It's like, of course she talks about it. Like you're not impressed by it. You're happy and you're thankful for it. Getting back to our gratitude, you're happy and you're grateful that she sends you those things. And assuming that she's already interested in you. And it's like, okay, cool. She's interested in me. Things are going good. She sends me the hearts. We have a really strong relationship. She tells everyone about how strong we're with. Best way to get out of a third party situation. If it's really stuck in your head, you write that third party a letter and you burn it. And it's just like, or you throw it out, or you just write it and forget about it. The essence of burning it is like I would always be smoking a cigar, and I learned it from another coach that way. Ava manifested that, and I saw that she did that. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm smoking a cigar. And it was like I burned it into this same ashtray that I've got because I bought it with her and stuff. So I would just get rid of the letter. And then the point is, third party can't be around if there's no attention to it. So if there's a third party, you're removing your attention from it, which means it can't exist. You're removing your attention from the friend zone and just focusing on the things that make you feel like a boyfriend without going around like sounding insane, telling her like, oh yeah, well, so we're together. But at the same time, you're just embodying that. And it's like, you're in that whole zone where it's like, okay, yeah, I don't feel like someone who's friend zoned. And then you start looking around. It's like, man, this woman wants me. That woman wants me. Oh, I'm being pursued everywhere else. And you're feeling pursued. And you're like, and that kind of puts in your head, wow, okay, why would she not want to be with me? And it's like, it puts it like in your head. Like I'm saying, it's a hard fine line sometimes where you're like, you're not being delusional going around telling the world, but you're telling your feelings how to feel. You want to feel, at the end of the day, you're chasing a feeling. You're not, and we don't want to be chasing, but you're after a feeling, not a person. You've assigned that value to that person's going to make you feel that way. So you're relaxed and you're in this state of knowing that, okay, you're looking for what you get what you're looking for, right? So you're looking for reasons that this is going to work out. So you're finding what you look for, you find. You're going to find more reasons. It's going to be brought to you. So like I said, in that friend zone state, I'm sitting there double cheeked up. I'm double cheeked up too, but we're sitting there double cheeked up, not doing nothing with each other. It's like, oh, I bet if I do this, and it's like you stretch your arm, and then she don't say nothing. Okay, cool. She's receptive to it, and be like, oh, do you want a massage? And she'll be like, well, nothing's going to happen. Okay, cool. Okay, never mind. I'll stop. And then it's like, okay, my thoughts weren't there. And it's like 2 or 3 dates eventually. And it's like, okay, yeah, we're like, I had to condition myself. No, you're a desired guy. You're this, you're that. And I stuck myself to it. So it's like, there's times where it's like, okay, the actor's going off the script. It's like, okay, it's not going to work out. Not saying don't be like, no, I know that you're going to be, don't do no shit like that. Just, okay, if it's not feeling it right now, doesn't mean like you have a chance to reset later. But I'm trying to say, put yourself in the feeling state of that you're desired, what you desire, what you're manifesting wants you, what you desires you. You know, remove your attention from what you don't want, which is third party stuff. You remove your attention from that. Plus, I mean, third parties disappear quick as fuck in my personal experience. So if I can do it, you can do it, right? They disappear quick as fuck. There's always a breakup or something that happens as soon as you write the letter and burn it. Like, and the more faith you have in a technique, the more it's going to work. So it's like, why did that one, what does Inc. call it? The 2 girls, 1 cup method, where it was like, oh, you pour water in this glass and then you pour nothing in this glass and you write new reality, old reality. And then you like bless the water and you pour it in there. And it's like, oh, and then, and with the desired reality, and then it becomes and then you drink it. And it was like, I tried that shit. Like I'm telling you, I did all the fucking stupid shit because I thought, I'm like, and the whole time I'm doing, this is so fucking stupid. I really just wrote on this Post-it note and I just did this and this shit's retarded. And then like, I never nothing came out of that. But I had faith in, why would burning a letter work any different? But hey, I had faith that was going to work. So you find something that works for you. Hopefully that made sense. I know I kind of jumped around a lot. That's awesome. Sicario, that's a success story right there too. As soon as you assume it's done and then you leave it alone. When you assume something already going to happen, it's just going to happen, and you leave it alone. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to influence it. You don't have to say nothing. You'll be led in inspired action. The inspired action just feels natural to do it. See, there's another reason, Zombie. You're taking that as like, okay, you both are competitive gamers. So, and you're both in the same city and you talk and she talks great about you and stuff like that. Those are all things your girlfriend would do. It's like, get lost in the idea. Like, obviously you're going to be picturing yourself at a, what do you call it? If you want to do it competitively and stuff, if this is one of your goals, it's like you're picturing yourself, oh, I'm competing. I'm going to go to this tournament or whatever and compete in these games. You picture she's with you and stuff, and she's like, oh yeah, you know what? Like giving you tips and like as you're just practicing warming up, or if you're streaming and the stream is kind of like dead or at the moment or whatever. I don't know how popular your streams are and stuff. I know some days we have more or less people, and sometimes I'll even hit some visualizations here, like, oh, I want to meet this person, I want to meet that person, or talk with them, or I'm coming from a point. I'm getting myself in a state while I'm doing this. So you're in the state of like, yeah, she's with me and she's coaching me through, and this is just a game I'm playing at my house right now and streaming. But at the same time, everyone's going to be, she's, all these people are watching me and she's here sitting with me, telling me, giving me tips like, oh, I would do that. And like, just a way to get lost in your thoughts and your imagination. If you can't control what's on the outside, but you can for sure control what's on your mind. Marcus Aurelius talks about that. Sicario, you said, what are your thoughts on magic like that? And I just realized I'm over here talking about the 2-cup method. Yeah, I guess that was the term of magic. I believe magic's just terms of permission slips because, they say like magic, like where they're like sitting there with, oh, I am going to, what's the like fucking Tom and Jerry, like, oh, frog's breath, the frog fucking squeeze a frog and it like farts into the thing. And then like, oh, it's a little pinch of powder and this and that. I'm picturing Tom and Jerry in the magic ring, right? And then like, if you guys know, you know. And they're like fucking making this potion, drink this and this will happen. It's gonna happen because you believe it's gonna happen. Here's a love spell. How much faith do you have in whoever made the love spell and the fact that love spells work? It's going to work to the degree you're self-persuaded. Just like we'll go to the Bible for that story about not saying Jesus out here doing magic, but I'm saying like the miracles and stuff like that. He even says like that's your faith. Like when the person was like pulling on his garment and believed if she just touched his garment, she would be cured. And by touching it, she goes, "I'm cured. Thank you so much." It wasn't him curing her. He caught off guard. She's grabbing his robe, but she believed it. So because her faith cured her at the end, he even tells her it's your faith. Same thing with like the other Bible story where the Roman centurion wants to cure his slave, and he's like, "Oh, I really care about this kid, this and that. I just need your blessing." And then Jesus is like, "I'll come over there." No, just I'm not worthy. You just give me the blessing, and I'll do it. And he's like, "That person has more faith, and that's why the kid will be cured." And boom, it was cured. He was cured. So the thing is, the magic is the same as everything else. Everything's a permission slip. What are you putting value on? What do you believe is going to work? There you go, Josh. See, you're going to get the hearts and the synchronicity. And now because, you're putting value onto it, it's like, and you're looking for it and expecting it, what you're expecting, you're going to get. So same thing when you're expecting to be blocked and you're expecting to be turned down and you're expecting to be friend zoned, you're going to get more of that. But when you're expecting, it's almost at any minute now, or this is already it's not a big deal because it's already happened. When you get to this, you're kind of unfazed by it. Yeah, Nan, that's a good question too. When you get somebody back and then things from the past trigger you, that's another part that's kind of stressful because it's going to trigger that. And I'm not going to lie, when you've gone through so much history with someone, it is very hard to avoid those triggers. So it's a battle. It's where sometimes you spiral a little bit. Even in my state now, it's like where things are good. We're dating, like everything's been fine. It's been a good year and a half or whatever. It's been pretty good. Things have been good. Certain things will happen, and it's like it triggers it. Just start spiraling, searching, and it's like, or if I'm working with a bunch of clients, times where I've gone through getting a bunch of clients or doing a lot of lives or answering a lot of questions. In my coaching and my teaching stuff, I'm going through a personal experience to answer. I will go back and relive it, and I'll put myself there. That's why I try to limit it to the one here, and then right now we're doing the weekly. Again, a reminder, if you want to join the Discord, it's not that much money. It's basically a cup of coffee to join, and we do our live streams on there, and that's where everybody can sit in. You could do like almost a one-on-one coaching. We did 3 hours the other day. And you have access to a bunch of like other stuff on there too. Anyway, I got to plug it. Gary's gotten me better at plugging the Discord. You guys got to join the Discord community. Very chill. Oh, and I look up and I see Josh's other comment right there. Perfect. Yeah, but when you get that awareness of the old story, the important thing is to remove your attention. If you're spiraling, it's just like, okay, cool. Feel those emotions, feel that anger, but then break it down. Not responding because, the more you know about the person, the more you write the story. Just like, well, not responding because, it's not really a big deal. What's it called? It's like, it's not really a big deal. And you just kind of put yourself in that state where it's like, I'm not triggered by this, it's, you got to change the story as it goes, whatever makes you feel good in that moment, or get distracted because what you don't want can't bother you. And it's like, and then you start assigning values to stuff. The more I work on myself, the more they respond. The more I do this, the more they respond. It seems to be every time I'm at the gym, she responds. And it's like, you keep putting yourself in these situations that are positive, constructive things. So at the same time, what are you doing? You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're elevating yourself and you're getting that constant contact that you want. Let's see. Oh, Sicario, thanks for joining. I just saw I got the Discord notification. Appreciate you, brother. Um, let's go. Let me see where I was. Another thing is some people know the feelings. Zombie, that's funny. I just think you're talking about how hot she is and stuff like that, and you're like one of her gay friends. Or was it even one of your gay friends liked her or something? Sorry, I'm trying to read it. I get like fucking cross-eyed with the shit sometimes. I'm gonna be like Alex Jones. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of retarded. Let's see. I heard from one of her gay friends that he don't get why I am not with her because better than her ex is, or guys hooked up with this year called the guy her cheeks clapped and her partner just disappeared. Hotel leaving her for another dude. Yeah, gay friend. That's a lot, there's a lot of stuff going on there, zombie. So it'll be perfect for her. So that's what you need to keep. That last line right there is the only important thing. You'll be perfect for her because you are perfect for her. You're right now in those moments and in those messages right there. You're trying to stack up to whoever's been there before, and you're trying to feel valued with her. So, you know, everyone's telling you reasons. Here's how you take this as a benefit. Everyone's telling you reasons you shouldn't be with her, right? And I'm gonna tell you from a guy who's with, I don't know how much of my channel you watched already. My SP is 42. I'm 27. It's a big age gap. The fact that you guys both are interested in the same thing is pretty wild, which is pretty cool. So that's a 15-year age gap. She is a single mom, all this stuff too. So it's like, you got to take it as, oh, well, why would everyone's trying to put you on the pedestal. You're trying to bring yourself down and be like, well, I'm just trying to get myself in the right place for her. And what's it called? You're just trying to put yourself in the to feel equal right now, but you need to feel already worthy, right? Instead, you're sitting there. Well, you know what? She's done this, this, and this. You're naming off all the bad things that make her less valuable. That's good. Not saying to put her down, but just like at least feel worthy is my point. So you're feeling worthy, and what's it called? And those things can be triggering too. Now that's going to sit in your head. I'm not going to lie, that the cheeks getting clapped by somebody else and like these negative stories that you hear about the person, that shit sits in my head too. I'm not going to lie. It's something you got to constantly flip. So this is why sometimes I tell people it's not bad to pick a new SP. I'm not telling you to pick a new SP. If you want to do this, do this. But I'm saying for some people who can't get over the triggering stuff, it is a mission. So once the stuff's already happened, but you could take a lesson out of it. Even if you sit there pursuing that SP and doing this whole journey, you will come out better on the other side. Like I've had a lot of people go and just switch it up because they feel more valuable than that. So it's almost somewhere in this. Take a moment, take some time to evaluate yourself and how this stuff makes you feel and how you feel about yourself. That's number one. You need to feel worthy. And sorry, I'm trying to make sure this thing don't die. And it's burned the fuck way off. But you know what? It's all working out in our favor. But yes, stick to that last line. You're perfect for her. Build yourself up. That's the trick to this. Build yourself up. You are worthy. You are worthy of anyone and anything in this world. Do not dissuade yourself otherwise. And if you don't feel worthy, do things that make you feel worthy. Not just of the person, not just doing these things to get that person. Do them because you don't feel worthy in yourself. That's the goal. Yeah, Scar's having a little bit of a moment here, but that's all right. Like my SP's dad said, that's all right. That's all right. That's someone who, under extreme pressure, that guy is just, there's a lesson to be taken from there. How relaxed he is. Let's see, Gary. Let's talk career and money. Yes, we could talk career and money as well. I know we always go into the SP stuff. That's what a lot of people come for, but I'm open to talk about that stuff too. We got success stories in those areas too, and that's another way to build your self-concept and who you are. All right, so there's about 6 minutes until this food gets here, so there may be a chance I have to run down, but you guys feel free to keep chatting in the thing. If I have to run, if Gary's still here, Gary, man the chat. Gary is an amazing editor, moderator, and Discord runner. I appreciate him for that. That's my gratitude there. Well, Sicario, that's fine. That's a human emotion. You're going to get triggered by things like you've done so good where you're like you're not caring and you're cool, calm, and collected, and something's going to happen. Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. How does that work out in your favor? What needs to be worked on? It's like, maybe. I mean, still, my SP will do stuff that will sometimes trigger me, and it's like, what do I need to work on to be better with this? Stuff will happen at work, or traffic, or in life, or like even like I went through a slump with coaching, and I went through a slump with when I wanted more money and I was in an abundant mindset, like abundant as fuck like that. I had overtime left and right, clients left and right. People were buying the merch, like things were going really well. Then it goes through. Then I started like I talked to this. I don't believe in the childhood trauma shit, but it's like for me growing up, it was like very like money's to be watched and never spent and blah blah blah. And I spent some time with my dad. And it was kind of like it triggered something that took me even till now, like working on those conversations where it was like it felt very difficult. So this is the thing where we want to keep that abundant mindset. The more abundant you are, to like this week I've given out a lot, like and because it's Thanksgiving and stuff, I'm planning on doing a charity thing for like I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I know there's a coat drive coming up, so I'm gonna go in the closet and pull out some old coats and do that. That's a way I could feel abundant, giving to people. I'm buying a Thanksgiving dinner for some family members that are short on cash, so I'm going to be doing that. And what did I do? Something I forgot what I did the other day. Something made me feel abundant too, but it doesn't have to go. Well, I'm not doing these things to get rewarded back. I'm doing them because I want to feel a certain way. I want to do something good that makes me feel good, and I want to feel abundant, not expecting something back. Hey, Dro, I know you're here. I see the wolf in the blue. A bunch of stuff is scrolled up. Nan, how much is the Discord? Gary, thank you, $5. And thank you for joining again, Sicario. I see you right there. Nick, would you advise avoiding checking SP's social media 100% every day of the week, 12 days a week? Do not check the social media because what are you checking for? Let's break it down. I'm not going to be like every other coach. Here's my problem with these other coaches. They regurgitate shit that they hear and they just know it's like, oh, that's one of the right things to say, right? Yeah, don't check it. I'm going to tell you why you don't check it. You're checking for what reason? I'm going to ask you, I'm going to make you guys come up with the answer. Why are you checking your SP's social media? You're looking for something. What are you looking for? Is there a third party yet? Is there still a third party? Are they better off without me? Those are 3 examples. You are looking for, there you go, CTB got it right there. You are looking for the third party. That is why. And then so in a situation where you weren't worried about third party, check. Every day you're fine. It's like, okay, good. It's still good. Okay, it's still good. It's still good. It's still good. There was one time we broke up and she had our pictures up on Instagram still. I'm like, well, as long as those are still up, there's good. And I would check and check and check and check. And then one day they were gone. I was like, fuck. Oh. And I'm in this whole panic mode. No. This is no good. So what did I do? I'm doing self-concept every day, this and that. And then I would go and validate the self-concept by, okay, pictures are still there. We're still we'll get back together. Things are good. And then what happens? Eventually, then when it's gone, the self-concept out the window. Everything I did out the window. All my beliefs about myself out the window. Because I saw something I didn't want to see. I'm trusting these more than I'm trusting this, and more than I'm trusting this. So I can only feel good if the outside's giving me what I want. The trick is you can feel good right now, right here. Any and every moment you can feel good when you rely on what's in your heart and in your mind. When you rely on your imagination and your assumptions to create, that's when you're going to feel good. When you're sitting there looking for, oh, I'm good because this is good. I'm good because this is good. What happens when this changes? Because the more you look at it to check, the more it's going to happen because you're secretly praying unconscious to you for the problem. That's what you're looking for. So 10 times out of 10, don't check social media. What's there to check? I don't go on her social media. She's my girlfriend. Why do I go on her social media? I don't give a fuck. Half the time she shows me what she's about to post. Hey, what do you think about this video? This is good. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Oh, Gary, I just saw your thing cut the ash. I should have looked at that sooner. Yeah, before that shit fell on me like that. Age difference between me and my SP. There you go. That same. It seems to be a very common thread here. Well, Dan, if you focus on the fact that the age gap is what made you break up, that's something you physically can't change ages. So now you've just added rules to your own situation that's going to make it impossible. And I would tell you this because let's all raise our hands and give Nan. Let's give Nan a hand. Hold on one second. Let's give Nan a hand. And okay, um, the meals are here. So I'm gonna run down. It'll be about 5, 10 minutes. No, not even 5, 10 minutes. It'll be about 5 minutes for me to go grab these meals. But let's before we do that, give Nan a hand and let's say how many of us have age gaps with our how many young men in here have age gap relationships with or desired relationships and have no problem with older women. Here's me, 15, 16-year age gap. Zombie taker, I don't know how big the age gap is with you guys, but you got an older woman. Connor, older woman. Gary, I don't know if your SP's older. I think you guys are like the same age. Sicario, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure that it is. But I'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. You guys, speak amongst yourself. Gary, try to moderate it for me. Thank you. Oh, let me grab my phone so I don't get locked out. Okay, back. And the cigar is still lit. Look at that. Okay, I missed a lot probably. Gotta unplug this, and we'll go and take a look. What am I missing here? Most people stayed too. Thank you for the 7 who stayed. Exactly, Connor. I like that. Every day your wealth increases, you keep your affirmations up, and everything comes from the source of God, which is within you. And when you realize that what do most people represent God as is the ultimate power and everything, when you realize that power is within you, then you're claiming your power. Zombie, my only take on that I would say do different is if you want to write a letter about the third party being gone, write it one time, drop it. That's it, no more. Because if you're writing it every day, you got attention on it. You write it one time and you burn that letter, and it's like because this has been burned and I said it, that's it. You've registered it in your mind. That's done and over with. What's it called? And then when you're writing those letters in your mind, if you want, this is like my inner conversation video. Hit yourself with some responses from her, how you would like her to respond, and how she would. Well, and then at the thing that's something where again, go within yourself now. Do you want this SP or do you not want it? What's your ethics? Do you believe that you should be with someone younger, or that it's wrong? You sit down and go within yourself, because at the end, it's yourself that makes the decision. Realize what makes you happy. Very good point about social media. Even I'm trying to break off that. It just rots your brain at the end. Exactly, Gary. Yeah, better you don't know what's on social media. Yeah, exactly. See, real quick, it could go right down the drain. And you wouldn't check it if it's in a relationship. So start doing things that you would do if you're in the relationship, which show security, which show faith in the manifestation and faith in yourself to manifest it, and that it's already worked out in your favor. That's why you do these things. So the actions you do take you should be taking them because they make you feel powerful, they make you feel abundant, they make you feel complete, they make you feel whole, and they make you feel the end desire. That's why you do these things, not to get something. CTB, yours was tripping over age gap too. I couldn't remember if you were in age gap too and she was older. Exactly, Sakari. Every time you check it, you're going to get your feelings hurt. Exactly. I like that. Go watch the Mystic Manifesting videos instead of checking her socials. There you go. And yeah, watch. That's why I'm doing the Muscular Mystic page too. So it's like a little bit of vlogging my life. And then at the base core of it, it's positivity and manifestation. You want to watch entertainment, go watch Flex Entertainment. You want to live in the end. And remember, if Nick can do this, I can do that. I got the page with me and Lily, our vlog page together. Don't post that often on it, but it's something, I can watch this. That's why me and Gary make these motivational videos. So it's like, okay, go in here and get motivated. Instead of sitting here and hearing the whole thing about sometimes the videos, and this will be me being my own worst salesman, is sometimes the videos remind you don't have it. That's why I just love making content and creating things. So if you want to see stuff that, use me as an example, if Nick can do it, I can do it, watch the other stuff too. So it's like, okay, yeah, look, this is what he does. Oh, he's going to the gym right now. I should go to the gym. Or he's working on an acting project, or he's writing a script, or he's doing this, or he's doing that, or he's making new merch, or he's going out on a little adventure, even if it's by himself or with his friends. Like me and Pirate are going to work on something today. It's like you see me doing all that. It's like, okay, yeah, I don't need to be watching manifesting videos. Or if you're like, yeah, I'm wondering about this, well, I've got a video on almost every topic, and if you guys give them to me, I do that. John West, see, 13 years, and she's older, 5 years older. Connor, she's 11 years older. No issue, exactly. So there you go. We're giving Nana a thing. So 7 years younger. You're 46.
and mom to an 8-year-old. So there's no problem. And half of our SPs all have kids too. That's all good. Okay, so it seems like everything worked out, and we got all the viewers back pretty much. I'll see you on Discord. Yes, sir. We'll see you there. Yeah, I didn't check socials. Quick and an easy way possible. See shit you don't want. Focus on your end state and being true to your busy mind. Yes, sir. Yeah, and I see. And you could take from this too. So if it's your ethics and you don't want to be with them because it's like, oh, he might want kids and he does want kids, and you don't want to manifest someone in and have them have that regret later, then maybe in that case, okay, then you release that manifestation. If it goes against your ethics and it makes you feel bad and guilty, the whole point of these manifestations, this person is not supposed to make you feel the way that you need to feel and that you want to feel. You do that. So if getting what you want makes you feel good in the moment, but then you have underlying guilt the whole time, then maybe it's not. I'm just giving you things to think about. But at the same time, I'm telling you from my point of view, and probably a lot of these guys on here with older SPs, we don't give a shit about kids. Like for me, it's like I'm focused on goals. Like I had other goals, and like the Mystic thing just kind of popped up, and I've been running with it. But it's like there's still other things I want to do and work on. So having an SP where I'm not going to have kids and stuff, that's easier for me. That's more to what I want. I want a life of adventure and stuff like that. So it would be more, to me, it's a little bit inconvenient. So, and I feel like a lot of guys are in the same boat. And then if you guys are in that boat too, what are you doing missing out on your dreams and your goals, worrying about the SP? Now, I'm not telling you that there's something wrong with it because I was in the same boat. Like, oh, well, I can't do this because of SP and I am just focused on this and I'm heartbroken. Use your goals and your passions because they create something in you already. Use those things to feel good when you're not feeling good in the SP realm. Zombie, you got the video games. Gary, you got working out in martial arts. What's it called? Connor, you're doing your competition. You got your business deals. Everybody here's got something going on that we want to do. Well, the cigar died after I came back, I guess. Exactly, Gary. Stop saying 3P. Don't acknowledge it. The more whatever you acknowledge, whatever you realize, you energize. Take Reverend Ike's quote. Reverend Ike says, whatever you realize, you energize. If you're thinking about something, that's going to be there. You're thinking about no contact, there has to be no contact. You're thinking about third party, there has to be there has to be a third party. So whatever you're thinking about, if you're going to how to get rid of third party, how to get rid of third party, how to get rid of third party, and then come into Discords, come in Discord or come in all these lives, and it's like, how do I get rid of it? My answer is not going to change. Other coaches might say different stuff, but for me, that's my method. Or I'll give you the method I use, and I will say, and we'll try to find something, for coaching together, we'll try to find something that works for you. But the whole goal is to remove attention from it. I'm not thinking about old third parties with my SP when we're already in a relationship, because if I was, then there would have no choice but for that situation to re-arise. Yeah, zombie, you don't have to burn it. I did that with this. You could throw it in the trash, rip it up, shred it, whatever you want to do to the letter. Good point, Gary. Yeah. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, if you don't want to burn it, don't burn it. See, thank you guys also for the positivity you're giving each other too, like Nan with Zombie and Zombie with Nan and Gary with both of you guys. There you go, Nan. Well, you found it, Zombie. Yeah, it's like that. And then if you join, I'm gonna plug it again. if you join the Discord, and anyone who's watching this later on after, because I know a lot of you guys rewatch the lives when it's done. When you join the Discord, the $5 a month and stuff, it's, instead of buying a cup of coffee, you'd buy that, and it's like, I've got my phone on me all day. If something's up, it might take me a couple hours, but usually if you write something within the same day, I'm going to respond to it. And if not, the community, we're all on the same page there. If you buy a session with me, you get access to it. I just add you in, or if you want to just pay the $5 a month or whatever, you're in it as well. And then we go live once a week. We've got different groups like where we have discussion. So it's like, oh, you got a question on detachment. There's a tab for that. We got a question on scripting, affirmations, whatever. I've written articles on all those things in there, and then you could go in there and ask a question, and we have discussions on there. There's also a free section where it says Mystic Light Discussion. So it's like a free thing where if you can't afford the $5 a month, you could at least be on that channel right there. But then we've got a networking thing. So the reason for the networking on the Discord is, hey, I'm a musician, and I've got music out here, and I don't know where to put it. And someone's like, hey, I'm a filmmaker, and I'm working on this short film or this little action video. Okay, can I use it? Oh, sure, yeah, here you go. And then, oh, what would be cool if you did something like this, and now you guys are inspiring each other like that. We're gonna open up other tabs for or other channels for like creative passions. I've got like the workout progress, but I've noticed there's a lot of people work out, and I always recommend working out. So I'll post my progress pics on there, and if you guys want, you post yours, and it's like, okay, here's where I am. Here's how I'm feeling with this, and it's like a little record for yourself too, and it's a way to see when your body's changing, how your mind's changing too, ways to track that. And there's other stuff on there too. I'm trying to remember everything off the. Well, I got to plug the phone in. Oh. Forex is coming down, which is good for me. Money, money, money. There you go, Gary. Bring it into the money. And I was just seeing, what's it? Dogecoin just sent me something about Doge being up. So exactly, Sentinel. Yeah, that's pretty good. And also welcome in. I don't really recognize your name from the chats too much, so welcome in. And yeah, that I used to listen to that Jim Carrey video every fucking day in the gym when I was young and trying to get into the acting and comedy world. And it's like, man, I was struggling so hard, like just so much. And I was like, that video got me through a lot of stuff. And it's like, now that I'm going back in and with this mentality, it's like, it's pretty good. I just have to focus, but I'm a little bit more dialed into this at the moment. Exactly. Yeah, zombie. If you do that, it's anything to trick your mind. That's it. We're tricking our mind, and whatever we could trick our mind to make ourselves feel good. That's the thing. We have a choice every day to feel good or bad, and if we can hack our mind in a certain way to feel good, that's what we're going to do. And then, yeah, like Sentinel saying too about separating. Yeah, when you step in, that's like Joe Dispenza's type stuff. What Jim Carrey was doing was like what Joe Dispenza does. You're getting into that state of just being. You are just here and you're observing. When you realize you get what you observe, you get what you see, whatever you realize, you energize, right? So when you put yourself in those states, that's what you become. But you could start at a state of nothing, like you just chill out, relax, and it's like, okay, I'm focused on what do you call it? Like you start with nothing, just being, and then from being, you start coming back to who you are. You're remembering who you are. Oh, I'm this person. I'm a confident person. I'm an athletic person. I am an abundant person. I am somebody who gets my specific person or who has my specific person. I'm someone who's highly desired. And when you come back into it, you're reprogramming who you are. There you go. Yeah, Gary, you might get free trade coaching if you join the premium Discord as well, because yeah, Gary's in there. And actually, we started out last week, or when was it? I forgot what day we all went live on there. I have been switching. We've done 2 of them already, and we're doing another one this week, probably tomorrow night. Another premium Discord. But like we started out, and the people who wanted to speak were Gary and Connor, and we started out talking about trading and stuff. And then guess what? We looped it in. I'm gonna post some clips of it, but we looped that into what's it called? To manifestation and abundance through just them talking about trading. Yeah, there you go. Easy money. Gary, I'll be about for a little bit after the live. I know we usually have long ass conversations. I know when I talk to you and Connor, it's usually a really long time we're talking. So I'll be back and forth with text message and stuff. I'm supposed to meet up with Pirate. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but we'll be meeting up later on tonight. Crypto bull market just started. Keep buying. There we go, Connor. Yeah, I haven't bought nothing yet, but I got my Doge and I'm geared up to be a millionaire. See, that's awesome, man. See, we're talking about manifesting a relationship with your sister after 4 years of no contact. What's the difference between your sister and somebody you want a romantic relationship with? Obviously, there's a difference because you're not going to have a romantic relationship with your sister. But the point is, 4 years no contact. What's the difference between that and what's it called? In the specific person, I said that I'm going to talk with a friend who I haven't talked to in almost 10 years. He reached out to me while I did the Halloween live. Like that was pretty cool, and that was somebody whose name I had. I think I wrote it down, but if not, I know I was guilty because I didn't write them down, but I thought about it, like which as a mini manifestation contact from boom, 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 XYZ. Those 3 people had reached out to me, and I forgot about it, but it's like that happened. That's awesome too. See, and then there's other things to focus on, like your health, man. Talking about your plantar fasciitis going away. No, 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 no. I'm reading these. Nan, the relationship with this man is the hardest. What did you just affirm? What have we been talking about? What did you just affirm? No. This is the easiest. I feel like leveraging on crypto, I wouldn't really leverage. It's just like I'm investing. I think that's what I think. Either you or Gary said that the other day. You're more of a with crypto. You're just investing into it. You said. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Incest in the morning. Oh, I was like, oh, I forgot I made the relationship between sister and SP. There you go. See, Nan, change the way you talked about it. Yeah, and pull your awareness off that, and then also look at what you did with your sister. That's what I'm saying. You found the stuff that triggered you. You went in and you found the answers and the solutions, and you trusted they were going to work, and boom, they worked. Somebody manifested their cousin. See, hopefully it's just to have a better cousin relationship and strictly cousin relationship. See, then when I'm coaching, I got my ethics. It's like that's something to be like, listen, coaching you from the south side of Chicago, but not the south. I can't help you in that situation. Exactly. So change the way you speak about it, which, okay, there we go. Perfect. That will circle us back in for the wrap up of this live stream. That circles us back into gratitude. When you are grateful for something, the Bible's definition of manifesting is pray as though you have already received something and it shall be yours. Tell me that's not using gratitude to manifest. So at the end of the day, you can't be grateful for something you don't have physically or in the real world. But when we do that, when we hack our brains and we're happy and thankful and happy that we've already received the things that we want, our brain has no choice but to project that out into the reality because we're already thankful for it. And no backwards Kentucky shit morals here. Exactly, bro. Yeah, it's like the one I always tell the story about. There was the one chick trying to get me to manifest her boyfriend. She's like, no, I'm better now. There's no more hitting. And I'm like, hold on. I'm not going to put you back. I'm not going to help you manifest back into a situation where you're getting hit. And she's like, no, well, I was the one doing the hitting, but I'm better now. I'm like, no. Take your money back. We're done. We're not doing that bullshit. I say do this with ethics. Well, that's right. And see, that's why I said the power of gratitude is so fucking important and so so powerful in this manifesting realm. That's what we're doing. You have you're getting what you're grateful for because you already have what you're grateful for. Whether it's here or not, you already have it. So there's that. And I think that's a solid wrap up though, because I finally brought us back to the point where we were. Tomorrow I'm planning to go live on the premium Discord. If you guys are interested to go sign up, the link is at the bottom of every video. I've made some community posts on it. It's easy to find. I should probably start putting them on the bottom of the lives, but I always forget. Maybe I'll do that today, or I'll make another community post. But it's there. I posted a video on body transformations on the Nick Leahy /Muscular Mystic page. I put a community post for that if you guys are interested in that. I'm putting content on that page too. It's just a little extension to this channel with other stuff involved in it to keep you entertained and motivated and positive. And I'll probably post something on, if I post anything on Flex Entertainment that I think you guys might find interesting or positive, I'll put those in community posts too. Make sure you have your bell notifications on because I never advertise that stuff. But apparently a lot of people are not being notified. Mitzi was on all of our lives, and the other day she told me that she was not notified for 16 videos and live streams. So make sure those are on because apparently they're not even telling you guys my community post. Oh, yeah, and apparently I don't know if the like button really helps. Everybody always says that, but I never advertise for that. But thank you, Nan. Yeah, if that really does work, I always thought it was just a scam, but if it really does work and you guys want to hit the like, then thank you. I appreciate it. I know on TikTok, if people spam the like button, it pushes your video out or your thing, which I'm on TikTok too. But I try to, if I could keep them at 1 minute, I could post them in shorts. But really, it's just recycled clips of what I got here. So if you want the daily little tips, then we got those there. Thank you for that positivity, Sentinel, right there. And thank you for the positivity towards Nan. See, there we go. We're all in this together. We're all abundant as fuck. We're all grateful for our success. I'm grateful for all of you guys. I'm grateful for your success already. And I'm grateful for everyone in the whole Mystic Manifesting community. And the name of the Discord, the Mystic Manifesting Mafia. I keep forgetting I did that. We got a cool logo coming for that too. I'm probably going to put that on a shirt. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah. And if you guys are here from the early days, the Balls to the Wall manifesting shirts are out too. Those are on. I put the little link at the bottom of every video with all the merch. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'm trying to remember to plug shit because I'm not good at that. Well, good night to you as well, and you're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome. So, thank you guys. Love you very much. We will be live in the premium Discord tomorrow, and we will be live here again next Monday. Since I won't see you live, maybe, I don't know if I'm going to do it on Thanksgiving. There could be a surprise. I don't know. But if I don't see you, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, but treat every day as Thanksgiving. Like me and Gary said in that other live, we're keeping this holiday spirit through the holidays, past the holidays, and for life. Why would we only feel good like a month or two out of the year in a constant state of euphoria and happiness? Carry it with you. This is a training ground now. Make your mini manifestation lists. On Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or New Year's Eve or day, we're going to sit down and we're going to recount everything. All right. So with that, love you guys, and I'll see you around to the next one. That's the wrong button. There we go.